Today our topic is linked list. Before learning this video, please consult our previous videos on linked list. So what is linked list? Linked list can be defined as collection of objects called nodes that are randomly stored in the memory. A node contains two fields, that is data stored at that particular address and the pointer which contains the address of the next node in the memory. The last node of the list here contains pointer to the null. So, how many types of linked list are there? There are mainly three types of linked list: singly linked list, circular linked list, and doubly linked list. So, what is singly linked list? Singly linked list can be defined as the collection of ordered set of elements. The number of elements may vary according to the need of the program. A node in the singly linked list consists of two parts, data part and the link part. Data part of the node stores actual information that is to be represented by the node, while the link part of the node stores the address of its immediate successor. Today we will learn selection sort using linked list. In this series, there is another video on selection sort using array. First learn that video, then this video will be more easier for you. So first learn that video, then see this video. So selection sort. Now the logic. The logic is there are 5 nodes in a linked list and they are not sorted. So I have to sort it. Okay. I just draw the info of each node. Okay. Here I discuss about the logic of selection sort. So I just draw the info of each node of our linked list. So in case of first iteration, I have to compare first node info with the second node info. And because that is 25 with 17. Because first node info is greater than the second node info, so I have to swap between those two infos. Now I have to compare first node info with the third node info. Okay, that is 17 with 31. Okay, because 31 is greater than 17, so no need to swap. Now I have to compare first node info with fourth node info, that is 17 with 13. Because 17 is greater than 13, so need to swap. Now I have to compare first node info with last node info, because 13 is greater than 2, so need to swap. Finally we get smallest info at the first position after first iteration. In this way we have to do remaining all iterations. In case of second iteration, I have to compare second node info with remaining nodes infos. So first compare 25 with 31, because 31 is greater than 25, no need to swap. Then compare 25 with 17, because 25 is greater than 17, so need to swap. Then compare 17 with 13, because 17 is greater than 13, need to swap. And finally we get after second iteration 13, that is the second smallest one after second iteration. In case of third iteration, we have to compare here third node info with remaining nodes infos. So compare 31 with 25, because 31 is greater than 25, so need to swap. Now compare 25 with 17, because 25 is greater than 17, so swap. And we get 17 in the third place. Now in case of fourth iteration, you have to compare fourth element with the fifth element, that is fourth node info with the fifth node info, because 31 is greater than 25, so need to swap. And finally we get the sorted linked list. Now I have some question. The questions are, how many number of nodes are there? 5. So how many iterations are required? It is 4. So if the number of nodes are 5, then 4 iterations are required to sort. Now for each iteration, how many number of comparisons are required? For first iteration, you have to compare first node info with second node info, first node info with third node info, first node info with fourth node info, and first node info with fifth node info. That is 4 comparisons are required. So in case of second iteration, it is 3 comparisons are required. Second with third, second with fourth, and second with fifth. In case of third iteration, it is 2, third with fourth and third with fifth. And in case of fourth iteration, it is 1. That is fourth with fifth. Now, what should be the coding? See the discussion. Selection sort using linked list. There are 5 nodes in our linked list, but they are not sorted. I have to sort it using selection sort. So what should be the coding? Function name is selection sort. I am passing the address of external pointer, that is 600, and the total number of nodes in our linked list, that is n. Here n is 5. Struct node star p star q. P can hold address of any node. Q also can hold address of any node. Okay. Now p equal to star ext. So what is p? Star ext means value at 600. It is 1000. So p is 1000. Actually p points the first node of this linked list. Now I start one for loop. So this loop will execute how many times? This loop is the total number of iterations, and the inner loop is for total number of comparison in each iterations. Okay. So this loop will execute how many times? For I equals to 0, I less than n minus 1. N is 5, n minus 1 is 4, less than 4 means 3. So I equals to 0, I equals to 1, I equals to 2, and I equals to 3. And what is Q? Q equals to P arrow next. So P is 1000, that is the first node. P points to the first node, and Q is the next node, that is Q is this node. Now for this loop is for total number of comparison in each iterations. Total number of comparisons in each iterations. So when I equals to 0, this loop will execute how many times? J equals to I plus 1, j less than n. So j starts from 0 plus 1, that is 1. When I equals to 0, j starts from 1, and less than n means less than 5, that is 4. So j equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Second time, when I equals to 1, it starts from 2. 2 less than n means less than 5, that is 4. So 2 to 4, 2, 3, 4. Third time, when I equals to 2, j starts from 3 less than 5, that is 3 and 4. And for fourth iteration, when I equals to 3, j is only 4. So if P arrow info greater than Q arrow info, first time when I equals to 0. If P arrow info greater than Q arrow info. Is P arrow info is greater than Q arrow info? Yes, P arrow info is greater than Q arrow info. Then take a temporary variable, store the value of P arrow info to the temporary variable, store the value of Q arrow info to P arrow info, and then store the value of temporary variable to Q arrow info. In this way, you have to swap. So 17 comes here and 25 is here. Then Q equals to Q arrow next. So the new Q is the Q arrow next. So it is Q. Now again you have to compare. So compare if P arrow info greater than Q arrow info, P arrow info is 17, Q arrow info is 31. So if 17 greater than 31, no, this condition false. So no need to swap. Now Q equals to Q arrow next. So Q is now this node. Again you have to compare. Is P arrow info is greater than Q arrow info? Yes, P arrow info is greater than Q arrow info. So need to swap. So 13 is here and 17 is here. Now Q equals to Q arrow next. Now Q is this node. Again you have to compare. Is P arrow info is greater than Q arrow info? Yes, P arrow info is greater than Q arrow info. So need to swap. It is 13. It is 2. So all 4 comparisons are done and we get the smallest info at the first position. Now it comes to second iteration. Before second iteration, you have to give p equals to p arrow next. So our new p is this. What is the value of I? Because it is second iteration, I is 1. So how many comparisons are needed? It is 1, 2, 3. 3 comparisons are needed. So what is q? I is 1. What is q? Q equals to p arrow next. So q is this node. 3 comparisons are needed. P with q, 25 with this node, then this node with this node, and then this node with this node. So 3 comparisons are needed. So first, is p arrow info is greater than q arrow info? Is 25 is greater than 31? No, 25 is not greater than 31. So no swapping is required. Q equals to q arrow next. Now our q is this node. Again you have to compare. Is p arrow info is greater than q arrow info? Is 25 is greater than 17? Yes, 25 greater than 17. So swapping required. So this node is 17 and this is 25. Now q equals to q arrow next. Now our q is this node. Again compare. Is p arrow info is greater than q arrow info? Yes, p arrow info is greater than q arrow info. So 13 comes here, 17 is here. So after second iteration, we get second smallest element at the second position. Now it's come to third iteration. Before third iteration, what you have to do? P equals to p arrow next. Now p is this node. So what is the I value? I value is 2 for third iteration. How many comparisons are needed? 2 comparisons are needed. This node with this node, this node with this node. So q equals to p arrow next. So this node is q. If p arrow info greater than q arrow info, is 31 is greater than 25? Yes. So need to swap. It is 25 and it is 31. Q equals to q arrow next. So q is this node. Again check. Is 25 is greater than 17? Yes. So need to swap. So 17 is here, 25 is here. So 2 comparisons are done and we get third smallest element here after third iteration. So we get 17 here. Before fourth iteration, you have to give p equals to p arrow next. You have to make p equals to p arrow next. So this one is our new p. Okay. And what is q? Q equals to p arrow next. So this one is q. And how many comparisons are needed? Here only one comparison is needed. Only one. This node with this node. So is p arrow info is greater than q arrow info? Yes, p arrow info is greater than q arrow info. So need to swap. So 25 is here and 31 is here. So one comparison is done and finally we get the sorted list. So in this way we get the sorted linked list by using selection sort. Selection sort using linked list. See the coding. So this is our program. This is node structure. These are the prototype declarations. End insert function is used for creation of linked list. Display function is used to see the recent position of our linked list. Count function is used to count how many number of nodes are there in your linked list, and selection sort is used to sort our linked list. Now see the main. In main, I initialize external pointer as null because initially no linked list is there. Now take how many number of nodes user want to insert. See, it is n. So I start one for loop for I equals to 0, I less than n, and take the info part of each node and call the n insert function repeatedly by passing the address of external pointer and the info of each node. In this way, I have to create the whole linked list. Now I want to see the linked list by calling the display function. Here also I am passing the address of external pointer. After that, I call count function and I am passing the address of external pointer, and this function returns the total number of nodes. Say it is n. Now call the function selection sort by passing total number of nodes, that is n, and address of external pointer. And again I want to see after sorting what is the recent position of our or the current situation of our linked list. Means after sorting we want to see our whole linked list. So call the function display again by passing the address of external pointer. Now see, this is our display function we already discussed in our previous video. This is our end insert function we already discussed in our previous video. This is count function we already discussed in our previous video, and the selection sort function we already discussed in this video. Now I am showing the total program. Pause this video, try to do it by your own. Node structure and prototype declarations. Main. Display function. End insert function. Count function. And finally selection sort. So when I run the program, supply the number of nodes you want to insert in the linked list, say it is 5. Supply the info part of the first node 55, then second node 11, then it is 44, then 22, and then 33. So before sorting, this is our linked list, and after sorting, this is our linked list. In this way, you can sort a linked list using selection sort. So this is your programming assignment. Write a C program to implement selection sort using linked list. Pause this video and try to do it by your own. For getting more and more updates, please like, share and subscribe my channel. That's all for today. Thank you.